tuning in to Concrete at the Morgans as we start these videos. Kind of fun. We're going to finish up his inside project. 30-yard floor should go pretty smooth. There's no floor drains in it other than one in the corner. So we brought the power trowels. We don't use these too often. We have about 2,400 square feet in there, so we could easily hand trowel that. But this gives it a real nice finish. Mike's going to do a lot of woodworking in there, so we can get that floor nice and flat, nice and smooth, where you can sweep it up real easy. It's just a nicer, harder finish, but more durable. When you're dropping things on it, it won't chip as easily. So we're going to go ahead and get some of that on footage, show you how we use the power trowels.
So this is 30 yards. He did 14 on the patios, 20 on the other side. That's 34. So that's 64 yards here so far.
So far, yeah.
And then a little bit out front, another 10 probably or something out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure how big you're going, all the way
right.
out. So
yeah.
That, yeah.
I'm excited, man.
Nice chunk of concrete here.
Yeah.
Concrete just showed up. Like I always say, when they start revving that truck up, that's what money sounds like. So they're mixing up. They're getting a slurry going in the hopper. We are ready to go. I was just saying earlier, we put a rebar grid down in front of the doors. That's where Mike's going to be bringing in the heavy equipment, truck traffic. So just wanted to spruce that up a little bit. We're 6 inches thick, fiber mesh in the concrete, and we did a 1/2 inch grid every 3 to 4 feet. When they don't let me straight edge, I feel lost. I don't know what to do out here. I'll pick up rebar.
Got a little setback here. The pumper, the remote control for it is not working. It may have shorted out and you can't run the controls manually. So they're trying to figure that out. The good news is they got the furthest stuff away on the ground already. So if need be, they can wheel a little bit and we can shoot the rest in the door. But they got the duct tape out. Everything will be all right here in a minute.
Breakdowns suck, don't they?
So what happened? Just the connector?
The connector, with all the rain, the box got full of rainwater and shorted out. So just cleaned it out, reconnected it, and we're back in business. We just lost about 20 minutes. Well, we just finished up truck number 3, so we're about 5 yards short, and that should be coming around the bend any second. we're going to pull the pumper out of the way and just shoot that concrete in. It'll be much quicker. We lost a little bit of time with the breakdown. Things happen, what can you do? But fortunately, those guys are really good and found the short in the wire from all the rain. Things happen, and we lost about 20 minutes. Fortunately, not a big deal. Sometimes it is a big deal, but today, not such a big deal.
Can you imagine if you're pouring like a big building and had, you know what I mean? And oh my gosh.
We've done some good sized floors, like 10,000, 12,000 square foot floors. I don't sleep the night before.
Yeah.
It's just one little thing goes wrong and it just snowballs and domino effect, and
yeah,
it could just turn into such a mess so quick. So we just try and stay on top of it.
Right.
And hope for the best. So we did these garage door sills. We did a floor last week where we just tapered the sill. I think we have a video coming out on that next week. In this case, this is how we typically do them. We'll recess this down 1.5 inches so that when the door closes, it sets down in there. Water doesn't blow under it as easy, wind, leaves, debris, everything. It's just a little bit nicer fit, nicer seal. So that's how we chose to do it here. And then this all tapers out about 1/2 inch of fall on this outer concrete. This is all floor height in here, down 1.5 inches, 1/2 inch of fall.
Here, you want to try it?
Okay, we got a new worker here at TSH Concrete. She's been watching the videos and knows how to pour concrete.
I do. I think I do. But it's walking in this. Is just
Are you stuck? We're gonna find you there tomorrow morning.
So that is fourth truck, 30, how many?
Number 4, 35.5 yards.
How soon do you think you can get on it?
Probably around 10:30 or so. It's 9 o'clock now. We had that little breakdown in between, so the first 2 trucks are setting pretty good. The last ones, I didn't really check it yet. They're in there looking at it. Probably about an hour we'll start going around the edges, trowel that all by hand, in about 3 or 4 feet. And then as we're machining it, we overlap that a little more each time. So final time will be tight up to the wall. The machines get about 1 inch away from the wall.
How far from a corner?
Well, it's a 3-foot cage, so if we can get in there, probably 6-8 inches into there. That's why we hand trowel it. And then you don't want to just blow all that cream and everything, so you stay back at first, and each pass you get closer and closer.
Right. Well, everyone did another good job getting this on the ground. Like, what time is it anyways?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, yeah. And 20-minute breakdown and 35 yards on the ground. Yeah. That's great. Well, good deal.
All right. So you can see how shiny the floor is right now. We didn't put air in the concrete. And just real quick explanation on the air. They put entrained air in the concrete. It's a chemical. It's almost like a soapy material that they put in the cement truck when they're loading the concrete. And that generates little tiny air bubbles. So what that does is in the wintertime, when it freezes and thaws, now the concrete can expand a little and accept that, and it won't crack and blow the top off and crack the concrete apart. It makes it a lot more durable. So since there's no air in it, we get a lot of bleed water on top. If you hit the concrete too soon and you work that bleed water that's coming up out of the concrete, if you work that into the surface of the concrete, now you're really diluting the water cement ratio. It's going to be way too wet, too weak of a surface. You need to let that water evaporate off and then go ahead and work the concrete. And it's just a real simple test like I do on the other videos. You just touch it, and when it doesn't stick to your fingers or just a little bit, then it's time to hit. But if I would touch this now, actually it's not too bad.
Oh, okay.
But you can see all the water on it.
Yeah.
You know, you just need to let that water evaporate off. Now over there's a lot more. This is our very first truck, so this is getting real close to getting on. So I'm going to clean up around the floor drain. We have some slope in here, so this will all be done by hand. The machine won't get in here very well. But the whole floor is nice and flat, so I brought 2 machines. We may use 1, we may use 2. We'll see how it goes, and we'll have this cleaned up probably 10 to 15 minutes each pass. That's how quick the machines are. If we were hitting this floor by hand, we would be on it right now with sliders, hitting these full float lines, getting all that knocked down and ready. But since we're throwing the machines on, we want to be able to walk on there and just leave a slight impression with our boot prints. We'll just scuff the concrete a little bit. That's when we know it's ready to get the machine on there. It's got to be really tight. If you get on too soon, it just makes a mess. So
it's got to be tough planning all the, 'cause that's 4 loads of concrete, 4 trucks, you know what I mean? So some areas are...
Right, exactly. So over there in the sun, what is that? That's truck 2. That'll probably be ready first. Truck 1 will be right behind it. Truck 3, all in the shade. That'll probably be last, 3 and 4. And then, you know, and again, it's the same as always. You get the machine on there, you hope it starts. Because at that point, the concrete's so tight, man, if that thing doesn't start, you're in trouble. That's why we always bring 2.
Yeah.
So Jim that works here, he used to work at a concrete company that more specialized in commercial work. So when it comes to the power trowel, I don't think there's anybody better than Jim on a power trowel. Tom, Steve, Matt, they're all really good, but I think we're all in agreement. He's sort of got a niche for when to hit it, where to hit it, how much throttle, how much tip of the blade, all that comes into play.
And Melissa was asking you earlier how you can all pretty much do everything, but you all kind of have your own thing and just help one another as needed.
Yeah. If I'm not straight edging, I'm a little bit lost, but you know, I can rake, I can pick up wire, I can clean tools, I can do everything. And everybody is sort of the same way, you know?
Yeah.
Tommy's really good at raking behind me, and Matt and Steve are good at raking behind me, where it looks like I'm doing a lot straight edging, but they make it really easy on me.
So it is Friday. What's everyone doing this weekend?
I have to go to a wedding, a weekend-long wedding.
A weekend-long wedding?
We're leaving tonight. I'll be home Sunday night.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. It's for friends of ours, so we're gonna have a blast. It'll be really good. Steve's going to a wedding in Philly. This is the year for weddings. Nobody could get married last year, right? Yeah. A lot of them canceled. So Tommy's getting ready to dig a hole for his house. He's building a house. And Matt, I heard you're going golfing.
Golfing, cutting some firewood maybe.
Firewood and golfing.
Golf and firewood, I like it.
Yeah. Hey, can you make a video for me?
So what's that stuff, Tom?
This is just a PVC. It's actually from pool coping that we use. And it's sort of obsolete. We don't use this anymore. So we had boxes and boxes of it left over. So we just use it as we need to for little projects like this. It bends really tight, but you need a lot of pins for it. So we use it just on the tight stuff. Our usual flexible material, we use like AZAC material. It's just a trim board we get at our local lumber store. It bends real nice, cleans up nice. You can use it multiple times.
So this section, this patio right here, you know, the way the garage floor is, everything slopes away from it. So what we're doing, we're leaving this go right here. We're not going to pour right in here. You know, have a nice radius right here. Do a little landscaping, maybe something special we'll put right in that little spot. Plus that kind of breaks up from drive on that patio over here, you know.
Keep all the car traffic here. So we're just taking care of this last door sill. We'll just give that a nice soft broom. Still a little bit wet in there, but out here it's ready. So I'm just going to get her done a little bit, and we can just focus on the floor.
And you say that lip there falls about a ½ inch away, right?
Correct, yeah. Yeah, so the door will set right here. Then we have a slight slope on here, matching this pad height right on to that low corner over there. So just try and broom it and keep it nice and straight. We were going through a phase, we were giving them squiggles.
Squiggles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't that look nice? Huh?
Yeah.
Want it?
It don't matter.
Let's go straight.
Let's go straight. I like straight and square.
So as Jim hits these areas that are ready, this is kind of a small floor for these machines, but we just wanted to bring them out and put that type of finish on here. So there's a lot of hitting it and then just waiting. It's sort of a waiting game for the floor to catch up now. So each time he goes, he turns those blades up a little bit steeper and up the throttle a little bit. Whenever it's final passes, he'll have those blades tipped up. Maybe not a 45-degree angle, but pretty steep, and full throttle. So as we watch Jim hit this floor, notice his first pass, he went one direction. Now on second pass, he's going the opposite direction. And then he'll even turn it into a diagonal and try and hit it every direction that you possibly can. And in return, you'll get a super flat floor. As Jim's working his way across the floor, he's just putting load 1 and load 2 and load 3 all together. Out in the sun, it's almost all done. It's getting really tight, it's shining up really nice. In here, and you have to slow it down, flatten the blades out, still laying it down. But you can see the difference between one pass to the next, how much of a difference it is in just maybe a 20-minute time period from hitting it. And it'll take 3, maybe 4 passes where it's completely done. The blades that we choose, we use combo blades, combination, float and finish. You can get strictly float blades, you can get strictly finish blades, and the only other ones I know about, and there might be more out there, you can get pans that hook on the bottom of this and they grind the floor to perfectly flat, and then you switch to your other blades. We've never done pans, but they're out there, they do a great job. We typically use the combo blades. That's it for me today. Jim, and they're deciding who wants to stay with them. It's nice to leave 2 guys, just in case you need to get the second machine going, in case you need a break, you know, just 2 guys. Finish out the week here, nice easy day. Wrapping it up here for Mike. He's got a great place here, happy to be a part of it.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
You bet, anytime.